Hey everybody, welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler, and we're going to go into some of the Diddy stuff, but the spirit and Nipsey is telling me to first take this somewhere else. Um, Hit my cash up, make it clap to continue to support me in the work that I do. I don't see anybody in here yet, but when you get in here, please put my Cash App link in there for me because I can't see the chat for some reason to put it in there myself. But it's Queen Drip, King Nip, Queen Drip, King Nip, Queen Drip, King Nip. If you're interested in me making anything for you for hair and skin, thank you. I love the hearts. You can contact my email and ask me about it because I have to make those things fresh from scratch. I was making those today as a sample kit. Those are 4 ounces of product. One is colloidal silver for fungus, shampoo for fungus and dandruff on the scalp. I even have a hair grease or ointment to go with it as well. And the dandruff sprays, fungal sprays. The other one was a biotin shampoo for thin hair, shedding hair to stop it. I know I have my very strong hair growth oil that I use every day. I have a now those are very strong and they're loud because they have pure essential oils in them. But for you all corporate and professional women that don't, and it has some pepper too, so it's like a reddish oil for you all that don't want anybody to know you have it on and you don't want that smell, I have a clear, odorless hair growth spray. It's not even greasy. It dries in within a couple of minutes. You spray it on in the morning, you spray it on at night before bed so that you won't have any color, you won't have any odor. For those, a lot of people like and don't mind, but I know for the corporate women, I understand that you don't want to smell, you don't want any color, no stains. You don't want anybody, knowing that you have it on. So I totally get it. Those, of course, are very expensive. They're very strong. They're very potent, um, and they work. They have the strong herbs in there, aloe vera in there, things to anchor the hair and the scalp that you already have to keep it from continuing to fall out, to stop it from falling out with the biotin. And they allow for nourishment to get into the scalp and then for new hair to sprout out. So yes, I have the professional side for people that just don't want the smell, don't want the color, don't want the staining on the clothes, don't want anybody to know you have it on. And then the regular beautiful amber colored one that you see that has the heat and the warming and the cayennes and cinnamons, peppermint, tea tree, rosemary. They don't have those in there to have a smell. So you can contact me in my email, alexiskttylervp@gmail.com. It's all one word. It's my name, Alexis. I don't know if anybody can put in there for me. alexiskttylervp@gmail.com. And it's ALEXYSS, two S's, not two X's. I hate when people misspell my name. It's ALEXYSSKTYLORVP at gmail.com. Okay, the main thing, and I see this is already happening. What Nipsey told me a few months ago that was going to happen with this chaos at these schools and universities and the uprising with the police and the students attacking the police, the people attacking the police in the street, shooting and killing police, veterans and people in the military shooting people, shooting themselves on meds, not getting their meds, being shot by the police, or them shooting themselves and shooting their family members, shooting other people, people being trapped, and then people being exposed, being trapped in houses for years, basements for years, used and abused and trafficked. All this stuff is coming out. And every time you see a celebrity falling, that is a organized noise. That's what Nipsey's saying. And even Dr. Sabi's here right now. That's a political ploy of distraction when they are reworking the economy. We're at a point now where it's either 20 or 25 years, or we're in 2024, so this is 24 years. Every 20, 25 years, they sit down and have a meeting to restructure everything with government, economy, politics, race, religion, population control, disease. I just heard rat control again. The monkeys are coming out from the CDC with pestilence, disease, vaccination tied into AI, technology. A lot of these babies that they're giving birth to now, they're already wounded in the womb because of whatever they have the mother's taking, or whatever diseases the mother's has, who she deals with. And then what they give them when they come out of the womb, and the diets and in these formulas. This, when they threw Diddy out to the wolves, this was not an accident. They picked certain celebrities that will mesmerize a certain audience at a certain time when they want to shift. You need to watch the housing market. You need to watch a crash for Wall Street, stocks and bonds. If you have stocks and bonds and other investments, you want to keep up with them. You want to know which ones go up, which ones go down, which ones you hold right now, or you pull out once you see it rise up. I suggest when it goes high right now, you want to pull it out quickly, because if you don't, it's going to go down to anything, go down to zero, to nothing. A lot more chaos and confusion and killing, because they have to target a certain part of the population that they have to reduce, and it's going to be different groups of them, along with the ones that they're the illegals that they're allowing to come in to replace them. And Biden is tied to this. It's just like Rahm Emanuel said. I think when he was in Chicago, I'm not sure if he was in the White House with Obama, or he was in Chicago, I think, and he said, "You don't let a good crisis go to waste." This is an organized crisis to keep you distracted. You want to watch the food market. You want to watch the job market. You want to watch your money and the value of the dollar, because in many, they just mentioned Brazil. I wonder what is going on in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, where the president, Hugo Chavez, was that Brazil, or was that near Brazil, somewhere like that? They're saying you need to watch that in the rainforest, because there are a lot of the shamans now all over the United States and all over the world, and the Native American tribes, which is what you need to be doing right now, physically detaching from the news, the media, celebrities, what is going on, and being distracted. You want to emotionally, mentally, psychologically. It's fine if you watch this sometimes, but you want to start emotionally, spiritually, mentally detaching from that shit, because you won't be able to see. That's a circus. And they're going to pick other celebrities too to tie into it, like they do with other protests and murders or crisis, to get you distracted. Something is going on with the financial community. You better watch NASDAQ in New York City. You better watch the, what is it? What do you call it? Watch the feds. You want to watch the police. You want to watch Homeland Security. You want to keep up with the news as far as anything affects the economy, and the stores. The stores with clothes and shoes, Walmart, the mall, gasoline, diesel, trucks bringing in food and resources that you need every day, and the price of them in supermarkets in certain areas. You better be prepared to start looking to move out of these areas, because there's going to be major shortages and major crises that they're going to liberally let loose by taking and holding resources and food stamp, uh, water, public services. I'm hearing Hunger Game style shit where every man's going to be for themselves and out on their own, and nursery daycare providers for children, especially for people that cannot afford it, that depend on the state and the system. The system is being taxed, and they're deliberately giving it to migrants, illegal aliens, because it's going to help Biden and their plan for some type of coup for the presidency. I don't know if Trump is officially in it and running, but if he is, they're trying to beat him and keep him out. Oh God, I hope Biden don't get in there, because that's, if he stays there, it's more downhill. And then I'm hearing NASA and space technology that is also tying into this. That's getting ready to replace a lot of the industrial things and factory type of jobs and cars. The automobile system with gasoline and diesel. That's why I'm wondering. I don't know it all very clearly right now. Something's going on with gasoline and cars, and they're going to do this on purpose. And when you deal with these representatives in Congress, I have to look, because I don't know what laws that they're passing right now, but they're secretly passing laws, and they tie into humans on the earth and the space programs and the resources on the earth, and making deals with extraterrestrials to take these resources from certain groups of humans down here and dominate the planet and literally trash the planet, so that certain people cannot survive, and they open up the opportunities for the different hybrid species to come in. It's like you don't know about these space programs and how they have these ETs in these labs, and then these synthetic humanoid type of beings hidden in these labs. They keep, why is this rat? They keep showing me, the rats keep coming up so I can see them. They're down underground in the military bases that are controlled by the ETs and the other beings they kidnap that go missing down there. That's why they're doing it, because they get to see them. The rats are, let me see them, because they know everything, because they squeeze into the places and they get to go down there, and then they have some of their relatives in the labs that actually get experimented on and take these medicines that the ETs are immune to, but they give them the formulas to give to somebody that has natural flesh, that is a human being that cannot sustain or survive. It is toxic, it's poison to a regular human being. So the rats would know, and that's why a lot of them can survive, because rats have an intelligence. I couldn't believe it when I had said that about them, and that's why I'm not scared of them no more, because they understand and they will do what you say, or they'll bite you and attack you. If they sense you don't like them, or you disrespect them, or they don't like you, they will jump on you, bite you, give you a disease on purpose, and basically tear up your goddamn house and run through there and just keep up shit, because they knows and know everybody business anyway. Those things are extremely smart. I respect animals. And somebody sent me a video when I said they teach them rats, and the monkeys told me the shit they do, how they teach them. This rat, up, I think it was in New York City, I saw this a couple of months ago, went into this jewelry store. And they had the camera on to film the shit. They couldn't believe it unless they saw it. I couldn't believe it. It was a nice necklace. I think it was a diamond necklace, and it was on display, propped up on the piece that was shaped like a neck and a necklace. The rat eased down, know how to take his damn hand with his fingernails and bend it and picked up the goddamn necklace and eased it round. Know how to take it off the circle and shit. Took the necklace and went back up in the goddamn ceiling. And there was no alarm, no doors unlocked. And they wonder what the hell was happening to the jury. See, somebody had to teach this rat to do that shit. Because why would a rat just decide I'm going in the grocery store, I'm going to the jury store, knowing that they can't do a goddamn thing with it? They got that shit from somebody and they clearly feeding it and it's getting some type of reward for going sicking it up late at night to go in there in a certain fucking size of town. I don't know if it's just a traveling goddamn rat, a traveling jewelry thief, but you can actually see this rat doing that shit. They real smart. The animals real goddamn smart. See, and I'm seeing them coming from underground in the labs. And now I see they don't like a lot of heat. They don't like it too cold neither. So that they know the hot spots, the cold spots, where it's hot steam in the earth, real hot in the center of the earth, or volcanoes and shit. They know how to move around there, and they got their tunnels where they know how to come up and down, out up on top of the earth, and then they know their way back down there. They real goddamn nose and messy than a motherfucker. See, they're telling me this shit is going to just get ready to be a bad fall, a bad crash, and this economy to switch it over. And I'm seeing right now, Nipsey's showing me gold coins and bitcoins. Y'all shouldn't depend on this paper because they might shift it to the point where it's a paperless society, but you got real coins, gold, silver, things like that to trade because you're going to need to go from passage from one way to another like a tariff spot. You're going to need a way for safe passage to get through these places. Now, I'm sure they have their own card, their own currency, where you have to get from one side of town or from one county to another. It's going to be like a tariff type of thing where they stop you like a toll booth. And it might become where you can't get around it because it's cashless and you have to have a certain ID or with a chip in it or then a chip in the body. Certain shot and shit you got to have or you can't get through. Or if they catch you out on the road or something, you get arrested. This is the kind of thing he's showing me that's going to come. I mean, I've already discussed the sun. And I've already said there's more than one sun. One, the external one is bad, that's killing and destroying. Even people with so-called black with darker skin is burning and destroying the skin. I've mentioned this before. And this has even come out on the news. Just like I said, it was the ocean beneath the ocean. They've confirmed and found that as well. Where he's talking about water world and different levels of it, and in Alaska and in Antarctica. So y'all should look at this with discernment and discretion and go to your altars and start to pray and call your ancestors out because Diddy is getting what he deserves. All these celebrities going to get what they deserve. This is in divine order and this is divine timing. Everybody has a certain run for things that they do and the evil that they get away with, and the ones with him, they get ready to come down like dominoes because it is the time of their exposure. It is the time of their fall. None of these things are an accident, but it's also political opportunity to blind you so that you cannot see what's going on. I don't see anybody put my cash up in here. Hit my cash out. Make it clap so I can continue to do what I do. and gives information because it's very draining, especially on top of me having to make all these products and stuff and take care of myself. You will see this crash that I'm talking about because I see it. And a lot of you will have to run for cover because you are not prepared and you don't want to be prepared and have your own water supply because they're going to dump things. They're already dumping things in there. They're going to dump more toxic things so that you will have to go to these certain waste stations or something. It's going to be to a point to get rational food and water. They're going to deliberately fuck it up. Even when you ain't be able to take a bath like you want or be able to boil water for food, they're getting people in a position where they cannot put in a position, they cannot take care of themselves, and they have to become slaves and debt slaves on purpose so that they can control the population and reduce it. And Nipsey was also telling me, and I'm looking at these cards, and I have said this before for the past few years. Diddy and all these celebrities, what y'all don't know, they have and I seen them doing it to me on the Astro when I first started exposing and telling this shit. They have an underground fight club, and he over the Hunger Games. They make them fight each other. If you want this position, and I've told y'all he said before, and you want to get to the top, okay, it's 10 of y'all. It's just like that TV show he had, Making the Band, but worse. It's 10 of y'all, and you'll know who I'm talking about because you only seen two main females out front, his bottom bitches, Cassie and Nipsey baby mama. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Both of them pretty and quiet and smile sweet because they done had their ass beat and they pussy stomped in and they asshole scratched out. Like you go in there and get a gynecological exam and they put them metal tongues up there and screw it and stretch your shit open and put them damn long Q-tip and shit and take specimen out of there to put it on the glass to see is you healthy or is something going on or how they can fix this if there's something going on or you got a clean bill of health. Stretch your asshole like that. Put fists up in your asshole with some Crisco on it or a glove and dick soil in your mouth. Who ready to suck my dick, goddammit, to be the winner of this goddamn show? Well, I don't want to do, well, bitch, you gonna do it today and then ghetto gag them. But he really like to ghetto gag and ass gag them goddamn boys. Make them women fight each other. You just don't see it. Private fights. I'm talking about literally they gambling and betting and then really, the way he do it is a compliment one way. He's an extreme narcissist and psychopath. You look at her, how pretty, he be done fucked on one woman and tell her she beautiful. Then I always feel like once he picked the insecurity in him, well, she don't like dark-skinned girls with big old booties built like strippers, okay? But she don't like light-skinned girls because she went through this in her childhood. Tell about herself. Tell me about yourself. So he know everything about them and then wrote that and locked that in. They get a psychological profile and he like to get somebody with insecurities, weaknesses, and flaws in them. So then he gonna bring in what makes you insecure. Really, she look better than you. Look at the way she walk and talk, and then get him the attention. You got to get locked in a room and all the nice dinners and sitting with him and being seen out in public. You now deprived in that and sit in a room where you get filet mignon and everybody tell you how pretty you are. You get a cold bologna sandwich. It might be half froze on one side. You get your ass beat if he put that plate out there and you got a little crumb on the side or some of the bread. Well, I ain't eat that because that side was kind of too cold or froze. It was dry in my throat. Oh, really? Would you want some dick and cum in your throat? Or is you going to eat the sandwich? Because it's that, or you going to have to fight her and get somebody they know they may not be able to beat them, like bigger than them, more muscular, just to beat they, like somebody out of jail or somebody, get somebody homeless and stinking with some kind of disease and shit, hooked over nasty ass fingernails, got a needle like they arm, so they looking like they got that shit. Go jump on that bitch. I want to see it. Sit back high. drunk. Now what are you gonna do? I mean, and see, this is all because I went out my way and I got you a sandwich, even though it's halfway froze and shit, ain't got no mayonnaise on it. He deliberately gonna give you some disgusting shit that you can't eat. But this is what you gonna do to me? Beat her ass. Send an old junkie over, knowing they scared to touch them, cause every time they touch them, they stink. Putting that funk on them. Ass leaking. Drawers got shit stained and shit all in them. Beat her ass. You better fight back. I don't know what you're gonna do because, and he'll have some assistants and shit and some other bitches watching the shit. And what you gonna do? Abuse them to get your ass back in the room. Scratched all up. Pretty girl. Bleeding. He always have them attractive. He like to do it to them. Because that's his I believe he want a sex change. You know, that's his fantasy and shit. To look like a light-skinned bitch. You know, it's real sweet and docile and shit. So them two you see around them scissors, you think they sweet and nice, and he just like them and nice to them. No, they're docile like that because they got their ass beat, and they wanted that fame and fortune and recognition, and then they had to beat other women's asses and get tough, and they bring weapons like razor blades, knives. Some of these women that I'm telling you that they did this to, they're dead and they're missing or they're maimed. Oh, get your ass up out of here, your weak ass. See, I knew you couldn't pass the test. You really not about that, bitch, because you not willing to do anything and say anything whatever I tell you to. Then you know we going to the Grammys and all that shit, and we're gonna be out here on the motherfucking yacht with these billionaires, and you wouldn't beat her ass, and when she beat your ass, you didn't get up and toughen up for round two, and you crying because you bleeding and got some scars. Or get your weak ass up out of here, goddamn it. You won't be hanging around me. Oh, you ain't gonna sell the dope? You ain't gonna do the dope? I got 10 niggas in here. We gonna fuck off tonight. Matter of fact, we doing a freak off and a fuck off every goddamn night. And you won't suck a little dick, and then the entertainer and another rapper come over here and sticking in your throat, and you gagging, and he deliberately gagging her with the dick, and she can't take it. Then you got another one gag. I'm talking about just straight humiliation and sexual domination, and they filming this here. And he feels like you supposed to take that because I mean that's what I had to do, and that's what I seen everybody else to do. Now you pass all you got, and it's always something sexual and motherfucking perverted. You and even with some animals, you survive that. You get through it. We're gonna make sure you go to the doctor. You're gonna heal, fix your nose, your jaw, get you some teeth and shit, bitch. I mean it'll be like it didn't even happen. Now you're gonna dress up. Once you done went through that, nobody even know what kind of warrior and a soldier and a crazy motherfucker you is, and then you're gonna get the prize. But see, you don't want to do what Big Daddy said. All right, pack her shit and get her the fuck up out. Send her back where she came from. But then tell them, wait, whoa, come here. Don't really send. You're not gonna send that bitch back home. This is what you're gonna do with her. And he'll tell them what he wants to happen to them, or a lot of them hang around on the fringes, be fucked up in the head, psychological problem, don't get no medical treatment, on drug, prostituting and shit, out there trying to scrape up and steal from them vendors that had them old foot long hot dogs out there with flies and gnats around and shit up there at the stand. See, this is the kind of sadistic shit that these actors and actresses and rappers see, and they all gonna get done in, especially the women's. They gonna get done like this. And I've said Nipsey told me this before. And the ones you see that are the quietest, the most elegant looking, the most classist, them the ones that went through the worst shit. They have those gladiator style fight clubs on the low. When them women talk soft, you can barely hear them. Like Cassie and Nipsey baby mama that's an actress. You get them behind the scenes, and I've always told y'all she was like that. The actress. Get behind the scene, you fucking motherfucker, you bitch. And have them gang members and other people team up with them. Go over there and kill that bitch. Or go over there and get some gang girls. If it's a particular woman they don't like, or either some niggas, go and you all lure her out and beat that bitch ass and pull all her goddamn hair out and kick on her pussy and dehumanize and degrade the bitch And y'all niggas go and shoot the house up and kick the door in and all that kind of shit. And then sit out and be like, cause she an informer too. So is Diddy. He a federal informer. Now Cassie one. That's why he got away with a lot of shit. I mean, man, y'all don't see. I don't really like to talk about this here, but I have been saying this to y'all for years. And all the filthy, dirty shit, and they get rewarded. The more filthy and disgusting it is, and then recruiting other bitches and recruiting other niggas and sissies and shit, trying to turn them out into sissies and getting shit on them. They making millions of dollars behind that shit. Along with Diddy got some babies where he done got these women's pregnant, and then these other niggas done ran trains on them like they see in these some of these online with these white women's like to get gangbanged by a whole bunch of niggas and then had a baby and then fuck the baby head up and tell the baby they don't know who the daddy is because they got fucked by so many niggas a train one motherfucking night and got pregnant. They don't know who it is deliberately and won't fucking find out. Shit like this and putting these babies on the black market and for parts, and some of them stay alive, and they absorbed into these circles. Did anybody put my cash up in here? Hit my cash up. Thank you. Because some of the babies are telling me right now, and some of the baby parts, body parts, healthy babies come to full term, 8 and 9 months, make them abort. Watch them have a baby and let it come out alive, then bust the head open or cut it off and get a certain people. He's heavily into the occult. That's the only way you can rise that high and stay that high. Now I see Epstein talking to me. Someone is Epstein physically dead or alive because he been in here the past few days. He said him and Diddy was down with the same kind of shit and prostituting them white girls. Then I keep seeing them Philippine girls and them Philippine boys. And then Kim Porter mad as hell. She's mad, real mad about a lot of the stuff he did and said. I just haven't been able to sit here and listen and write down everything she said. But she cannot rest, and she's definitely saying it's another dead person that she talking to and associated with that's related to Diddy. I wonder who is this here. And there was a go between them, and one of them is her boyfriend. I think that man, she was dating that man. Al B. Sure name just came up in here. I wonder what they did to him, or did he compromise him and hit ass? Because you see, Al B. Sure had a curse on him and almost goddamn it died. Couldn't even talk and shit. He was so good looking and fine. Looked like he done pulled himself back up. But he got that spirit on him. I could see it on one shoulder. On Eric Benet, it's on two shoulders, goddamn it. That damn spirit. That damn Patti LaBelle where they sang that song, Voulez-vous J-I-V-Y. See, Marmalade. Miss Marmalade is on Eric Benet two shoulders, goddamn it. I mean, they said an angel on one side of your shoulder and the devil on the other. I don't know. Lady Marmalade on both. You know what? Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me. They put that spirit on it. They put them different spirits on different people. I don't know if Eric Benet can speak another language. He probably can, but I don't know. That real, in his older age, that real system came out. Goddamn it. I don't know. I'm not talking about Christopher Williams. I didn't know she dated Christopher Williams. It's another one. He lived in Atlanta, and they say he killed himself. Say he was in the house going crazy, but really Diddy was, they said, extorting that man or threatening to tell that he had been with some men to be a top record executive. I forgot his name, but I can see his face. Kim Porter was dating that man. Yes, thank you, Joy B. Shakir. He is up there and said that Diddy did him like that and said they murdered him. I think he was in a house in Atlanta. Said he said he didn't kill himself. He set that man up. He is over there sitting up right now. He's between Diddy and Kim. That's right. Shakir Stewart. This is they coming in here sitting down. Y'all know, is Kim Porter's parents, mom and daddy, are they still physically alive? It's an uncle she got come up to. I wonder, are they still physically alive? I heard somebody say that she got one Asian parent and one black parent. And so I wonder, are they here or did they move somewhere else? Um, because I'm picking both of them up. She cannot rest until he get what he deserves. She said he's dying. So I don't know if she means dying mentally, emotionally, and with his money and the career he's gonna draw up, because she said he got some kind of disease. So he got a lot of health problems that we don't know about, and that he's a drug addict. Say he been a drug addict. He like to get high and beat on them women's, and then said he watch it. Say he like to watch himself replay it, lay back, and say his dick get real, real hard. Then he fucks men's. He has some women's watching and he fucks with them or had them go down on him. Uh, he get real aroused and snort that powder and take that other shit. Then go in there and fuck men's and have them fuck him. He gets turned on by watching himself beat that girl and beat other one. He beat some white ones too. Like the undercover went to the police, and then some of them police, he paid them off, or detective paid them off and sent them off somewhere. But then he took their babies because she keeps saying my baby, my baby. And I see this fat baby that she gave birth to. It's like a baby meal too. They have them where they sell and negotiate them babies. He did it to all races of women. And he'll be so sweet and nice to them. And then be like, they were like, oh my God, I love you. I ran away from home and they've been abused all their life. And I feel like you're just my savior and you protect me. And, I had such a nice time buying stuff. And he's like, yeah, you're beautiful. You're my princess. White skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. We're going to make a killing together. I want to ask you something. What? Can you suck my friend dick tonight? What? I we were just together. We had a one. Come on, it's just it don't mean nothing. I'm not gonna think any different. I'm not gonna turn on you. I'm not gonna change or anything. Can you think you can do that for? Come on, do it for Daddy. Do it for Daddy. I'll do anything for you. I No, I don't want. Bitch, I said do that shit. Damn, turn and just beat they damn ass outside. I don't know what it is about him. He like to beat they ass in the park. He like to beat they ass down by the bench, by the bus stop. He like to beat they ass out there in the alley, by the goddamn dumpster, beat them out there on the sidewalk. Get them at a party. It's just something about just make his dick hard, like being outside, just kicking and beating a bitch, then take his clothes off and take his drawers off. Dick is real hard when he beating a bitch just out in the air, like the summer air, at night, under the night lights and street light and shit, out in the hallway in a major hotel in the daytime, a public bathroom, run their head into the sink or to the wall. I mean, turn into a beast. And they wonder why. Yeah, he go on demon time, do that. Because, see, they think he real nice, but the nigga ain't. So because he know how to do it. He know how to romance and talk real soft and rub their hair and say what they want to hear. Laying in the bed. See, he like to do that shit in the bed. All of a sudden, they laughing and talking. Yeah, but I said, you still, what did I say? Answer me, bitch. Choking them. Because they don't know he got a camera in there and he asking them to asking a question, answer me, but choking them with both hands, then get and rape them, and then come in here me with this bitch. Who gonna say something after that when an inch of your life? Get the fuck out my bed. Leave the bitch in there bleeding. Get yourself together. Go in now. Let her rest. Shoot that bitch up. Give her something. Wash her. And then to come back and be nice like nothing ever happened. Somebody and these goddamn scissors that he fucking with that's high up did him like that, and his mammy is dead in the middle of it. Well, watch him do it, and that's right, hit that bitch. Oh, you said what to my mama, or you didn't speak, or anything little mama say, his mama, she had to do the Fight Club shit too. Them girls are tougher than they look now, because they don't, just like Cassie, the way she look, little as that girl is, she can take them ass whoopings, so that means she can give it too. They have them for different purposes. Somebody just get beat, and then somebody get beat and beat back. Carisha and them, her, Cassie and Lauren, them right there ain't nothing to play with. They talk that shit and then get up and get in your face like Nipsey keeps saying when I did the poems. Somebody said, you the first one. I said, no, I'm the first one and I'm the only one that ever wrote poems about his baby mama that he would tell me to write and read it. All this stuff I have said about her and her poems and the Halloween poems. I can still find them. We had to take some of them offline because her and her friends were trying to get my channel to, and then YouTube was taking the videos down. We got them put on the other page, or we saved them. I'm so glad I did. I'm going to have to go back and look at that shit, because I said all of this and she was dead up in the middle of it, and she ain't said nothing about Diddy. She ain't spoke out about the beatings, and she ain't going to, because she don't want y'all, which y'all already, a lot of y'all already questioning her now and looking at her. She's not going to speak on it, because she would never fucking tell you that that happened to her and that she was doing that shit and participating in that shit. But we know, because you was right there with Cassie. You always comforted her. So that means at one time you were getting done. You was getting done like that, and y'all getting trains ran on y'all. Just like the man told me to tell her in public. He's always said this shit about her. And Cassie. And the other ones that's around. So I'm the only one that ever got those poems the way he told me to write them. And she's not going to speak out. She's going to get her money from him and get her money from Nipsey's estate and prepare for her retirement. Feel like that's going to protect her. But it's the way you got it. That's dead people money. She going to have to pay for being sick on that boy. And did that man like that, because he said that's what it was. And she took a lot of her anger and her rage out on Nipsey. She even admitted it, that she would hit him and attack him. He wouldn't even hit her back. Other people saw it that know them and tried to warn him, and he wouldn't listen. He thought they was jealous until it was too late. She was put on to set him up and get a baby by him, pretend like she was in love with him, and then did it all and went in for the kill. Now, from what y'all are seeing, you believe me now? Because he dirty than a motherfucker. All the major celebrities was around him. They all played a part in the feasting, because they all have to do that shit. All them niggas beat bitches and fuck niggas and get fucked by niggas, or you're not going to be up there in the billionaire circle, because most of them men don't like women no way, and they married to beards. So this is something that's a part of that life. Even if it's on the religious side, the preachers get done like that too, and do boys and women's like that too. Some of you survive it. A lot of women don't survive it. This is being put out now by mainstream media, because mainstream media is Masonic, and they have been told to put this out right now because there's something going on with politics and the economy that they want you to not see, and laws they're going to pass and things that they're going to maybe amend, tying into these education structure institutions as well, because and the police and all the human and natural resources and food and water, everything that you need, and your children, because that's where you see it occurring. Like I said, that he told me that it would, and more gun laws, but at the same time more gun violence and more shootings around educational institutions, robberies around financial institutions, and assaults on police. And the war, he also told me The U.S. is involved in secret wars and coups overseas, and some of the military branches are secretly being sent overseas. You're just not being told about it. You would know if you have somebody in military, or you are in military, or you're police, and then militarizing the police because of the sleeper cells that they have coming in here that have deliberately triggered these false alarms and false attacks out here in these streets, and especially when it get hot, like where these gang members at. Where the black gang members, Chicago, Atlanta, DC, Philly, LA, all the major areas where they at, and the underground trafficking with drugs and with sex and prostitution. This stuff is finna jump off real bad while y'all are tied up and not, with this bullshit here, instead of being tied up, listening to your ancestors and listening to the spirits. If you notice, whenever there's a tornado, a hurricane, a tsunami, you never see squirrels and rats and cows and chickens and shit and birds in the trees laid out dead. Why? Because they on the main line. They underground, they in the tree, they hear the shit coming. They know the shit is coming. The birds know the shit is coming and fly their ass out that goddamn area. See, they keep in tune. Y'all are taught not to. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire said in the song, keep your head to the sky. You're not taught to look at the sky and the phenomenon and what's going on with the planets and where and what planet. You're taught to look to the ground and keep your eyes on some dumb shit and drama. And what a celebrity doing and saying that's really fake as hell and industry plants to keep your ass longing and lusting for that lifestyle where you can get your butt busted. See? And it looked like I'm wondering about Cassie and Nipsey baby mama. Did they have previous pregnancies that they sacrificed to the devil for fame and fortune? Because that's all. He's a sadistic motherfucker that'll make you do that and then keep the fetus. Or have people doing that outside the house, doing it at home, getting them pregnant, delivering them, beat their ass, and make them have a goddamn miscarriage or abortion and have it there. But he'll pick the month and time the way he do it. So if it's 3 months old or 6 months pregnant, beat you so that thing coming out looking like just one of them seahorses with one eye and half a mouth and one damn foot, little club foot sticking out. You know what? I'm sorry. Keep that and put that in a jar for formaldehyde and shit and fuck with the person. About that shit. Bitch, you couldn't even do this right. Look at it, and then the way it's shaped up, flicked and deformed and shit. He started dancing around and moving around with his body flicked like the fetus that's halfway to. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm just telling you how he is. And then pick at the person. But then keep the baby out of them hostage. Just like they saying he making Cassie eat Kim tampon or smell it or making Kim eat hers. See, that's blood from their pussy. And from their first chakra and deep in their womb of creation. That's the most heaviest magic you can do. Controlling somebody up in their ass by getting blood out of them from their menstrual cycle. And now he control it and he own it. And he went rat and secured them with demonic spells from blood out their ass. Lord have mercy. I don't know why they would even leave tampons around somebody like him. Because now he's a puppet master and they got babies by him too. So that's another way to have slaves. It looks like a lot of this stuff they're not going to get him for. Because these women didn't tell, but a lot of the stuff undercover they are. They're going to slow walk him down, like R. Kelly. And who else is tied into this? Jay. The three of them remind me of each other, and they've done shit together. And T.I. and Tiny. She is a handler and a treacherous, ruthless bitch. I always said about them two, and they friends with Nipsey baby mama. He was around all of them, and he told me they wasn't no damn good. Drug traffickers and flesh peddlers. That's how they got their fame, on the backs of them and the sins of sex and drug trafficking and sacrificing little girls. That's what her and her husband T.I. have done. You know, I wonder about the stability of some of his children and his daughter. You see how that boy act with that fluffy hair like that? Fluffy green and blue hair and fluffy blonde hair like that look like a goddamn Muppet, a albino Muppet. Something wrong with Kane. Something wrong with him. Got some spirit on him. And sometimes he disrespect them like he really don't even like them his goddamn self because he know shit about them. He can't even goddamn say. Because they paying him off and he they damn child. But he really don't like to fuck with them like that. You could tell that boy ain't got them all. Just the way he look. He look like a drawed up male Muppet version of his Mac. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it right now. I'm sorry. This ain't going to go good. And this finna get hotter as the summer comes. Because I keep picking up Homeland and the Feds. And I'm telling you, if they get him in there, he gonna sing like a sissy. Sing like a goddamn canary. Because he don't want to be known as somebody broken pole that done fell from grace. But he done already goddamn fell. And they did this to him and smeared him in the public like he been smearing all these men's and women's in private and just keeping this shit just like he filmed folks. They done filmed his goddamn ass. He don't want to do no time and fall like they did R. Kelly. He helped set R. Kelly up, goddamn it. I mean, you know, I believe he said something about Big Meech too. Help cut this shit up. Did he get jealous of somebody or can't fuck all on these men's like he want to and suck their mushroom tip? He'll set them up. That's now you see that right there. You see, you know. See, I told y'all about the little time I was around some of them. I see how they do. And I'm just like, no, y'all ain't finna do that shit to me. Mm-mm. Y'all don't care what y'all say. Y'all can blackball me. You know, sometimes rejection is divine God protection, goddammit. And I mean, and people have ever read me before and said, your daddy hates that industry and he don't want your ass in there. And that's why I wanted to be since I was a little goddamn girl. And now I see it was for my protection and how dirty them motherfuckers is. Still going around lying on me, even though I'm not even no competition to them. Trying to destroy me and fixate on me and set my ass up. You think that's why I don't fuck with people and drink and party and all that shit and let people unloosen my ass like I'm up at the gynecologist's office. Goddamn, because they'll send them over to kill you in your house or at your house or lure you off if they know that's your fucking weakness and shit. Mushroom tip and pussy. She lure you down some. Oh, we're going for drinks and yeah, we're gonna go and party there. I'm going to the mansion and they invited me here and there. Yeah, wake up dead. See, because there's certain folks that's what they want to do to you anyway. Or sick of it. You know what? You think that if I invite her over here, we're gonna get her relaxed and I'm gonna sit back like I don't know nothing about it and I want you to get wild and like you high on something, but you really ain't, and go and attack her in front of us and I'm act like I didn't know nothing about it and I'm gonna watch you kill her. See, he do shit like that. That's what I'm telling you. And then, you know, I go back and look at Snoop Dogg sitting beside Tupac right before they shot him. Go back and look at Diddy sitting next to Biggie after Tupac was murdered and how Diddy is sitting there shifting his eyes. We didn't do that. I don't know about it. And we all knew he did it. Just like the same way Snoop was shifting his eyes sitting beside Pac because he knew they was getting ready to do that shit to Pac. Who also is Snoop real close to. It might be kin to Ray J, and he very close to Nipsey baby mama. The actress but act like he loved Nip. I think he might have introduced him or something on one of the show. See, a lot of these people are related, or they fucking each other, or they in schemes together to set another motherfucker up. Because Nipsey still says that she set him up. With all the niggas, the celebrities, and people that produced him and managed him. All the celebrities managing him and producing him, they all lured that young man in to do that shit. He's always said it, and to this day, he has not changed his mind. And this man is still down here working behind the scene to get justice and to get motherfuckers exposed. What the fuck they did to him? Nipsey's not gone. You should know that by the way you see everything unfolding since they shot him. This stuff was not coming out in the public like this before they shot that man. Go back and look at it if you don't believe me. And it's still coming out after they shot him March 31st, 2019. Hmm. Oh, I'm gonna take a break now. Tired, I'll come back because I know Diddy's not gonna get away with all of this because there's too many people on the low telling. He's not going to get away with all the things he did, but that's fine. That's your opinion. We're going to sit and watch how this unfolds because there's too many people involved and there's too many witnesses secretly coming forward and turning fed and turning state. But they really turning fed. That's where the power is. So I just kind of watch this off and on because it's confirmation of what I said this man was in here saying to me and what he still says. But I'm not going to get emotionally attached to this other than I want them to fall the same way they did Nipsey. Other than I'm going to watch the other things he told me to watch and all these water problems and the water storms and diseases tied into them along with the chickens and the cows that they're deliberately trying to destroy so people will go into famine mode and wouldn't do anything because they can't eat. And to give them franken food that's going to make them sicker and then deform and kill the babies. And these new diseases coming out, like I said, and all these storms have come out. And I put confirmations on my community forum to confirm what I said he told me. Anyway, you want me to continue to bring you information and do the work I do, hit my Cash App, make it clap. I got a lot of my necklaces that people wanted. I'm sorry for the delay. I can't control the mail. I can't control when they send them to me. But I got them and I got some that I like too that nobody ordered because they didn't know where I just saw them. I'm going to let you see them just in case you want them. I got an evil eye one that I like a lot. Um, I think, yeah, I just finished curing some sages. I gotta finish those because I ran out. Oh, yes, please let me say the ones that ordered, somebody ordered a necklace, one sage. I think it was one sage. No, no, I'm lying. It might have been four. That's fine. That's a good number, a good minimum number. Between three and four, and they ordered. They wanted a blessed necklace. They sent the donation, but they didn't send their name and their address. So if you're listening and you know who I'm talking about, because it had no name, it was like whatever little nickname or something they had. I don't. I need you to contact my email, baby, and give me your name and your shipping address because I don't know who you are. And I thank the people for loving me and supporting me and donating and getting my products. That means everything to me. So now that I got enough of them, the people that ordered, that was a hold up. I didn't have them all. I only had two. And then, like I said, the lady's engine went out of a car and she couldn't come over and pick up anything for me. Um, so someone else offered for me. Thank God for that. I can start packing them. So if you send a donation, it's fine. Put your on your receipt. put your address or immediately email me, send me a screenshot of it and your name and your address. Because I can't do nothing if I don't have it. Mina, can you put my email now, please? It's my name, Alexis K. Tyler. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, she just put it in there. So I will know. You can even let me know, hey, I want to order this. I'm getting ready to order it now. And I'll say, send me the screenshot to confirm. And I need your name, your address, and where I'll have it. If I don't have it, it's nothing I can do. Okay. So in the next couple of days, I'm gonna start packing and get the first ones that order so I can get it to you. It wasn't that I was lazy or just shot I didn't have it. The shipment just started coming in of all the necklaces I needed this weekend. And some new ones that I want you to see that I like, that I know are potent because they have the Hebrew inscribed into the pendant, the medallion. Quite beautiful and quite powerful. And like I said, every time someone gets one, you will have the secret audio sent to you by Mina. And my tech specialist, Desmond, you can download it and I'll let them know that they already paid for it. Give it to them. That's your gift. You'll be able to listen to it every day if you want to, as many times as you want to activate your pendant. You will always have that as a gift from me, with me personally saying the prayers on there and doing the ritual on the audio file. Okay, asking for what you want. Okay. So I love you all, and I will talk to you soon.